Le personnel de la Commission canadienne de sûreté nucléaire se rend dans les collectivités d'un bout à l'autre du Canada pour répondre aux questions sur la façon dont elles réglementent le secteur nucléaire afin de préserver la santé, la sûreté et la sécurité des Canadiens et de protéger l'environnement. Pour ce faire, elle offre entre autres une séance d'information appelée CCSN 101. Cette quatrième de 5 vidéos, créées à partir de la séance d'information CCSN 101, présente le rôle de la commission indépendante.
That's Dr. McDill, one of our commissioners. She's an engineer specializing in metals. And she teaches at Carleton. Very, very smart. She's a huge resource on our commission. A wonderful, wonderful person. That's Miguel Santini, director involved in nuclear power plant. And the other person's in licensing, I believe. So the commission tribunal sits there, and usually people sit here looking this way, and they conduct hearings and meetings to grant licenses or to review reports from the licensees as regard to their operations. Independent quasi-judicial body, what does it mean? Quasi-judicial because in Canada, under the Constitution, you have the separation of power. You have the judicial, which is all the courts. You have the executive, which is government. And then you have Parliament. So you have Parliament, government, and the courts working independently. As a constitutional lawyer, I soon learned the theory of independence of those three functions. So you have, if we have the executive, the judicial, and Parliament for per se, and the Senate and whatnot, where do we fall, the CNSC? What category are we under from a constitutional point of view? The gentleman says court. What would you say, Michelle? Executive? Anyone would say the judicial? Okay, we don't fall under the judicial because we are not a court. That's why they call us quasi-judicial. We do not fall under Parliament. We do fall under the executive because we're an agency of government. We're independent from government, per se, but we are interdependent with the other agency. We still have to report through the Minister of Natural Resources. My president is not an officer of Parliament, cannot appear before Parliament. Linda Keene did because she was summoned to appear before Parliament. It was only the second time in history that somebody was summoned by Parliament to appear. It was significant. And our legislation, though, our mandate has been given to us by Parliament. We report through the Minister of Natural Resources. We are an agency of the Crown. And we have quasi-judicial power similar to the court. So when my president sits there during a hearing, he benefits from a quasi-judicial immunity where even if he insults or may call somebody a liar or may say somebody to tell someone that it seems like they're incompetent, he cannot get sued for defamation. If he does it outside the court, the hearing room, that's a different story. Now, if the person insulted shoots back, talking about incompetency, how about you? Then he can cite them for contempt and have the police that's usually sitting at the back take that person out and arrest him and charge him under the criminal code, which is significant power. I had to brief him about those powers, but as soon as I said that, now you're going to forget about these powers, you're never going to use them because it would be, you'd make the paper. So we've never had to do that, so we've been lucky. But there have been cases where it was really close, that he was going to cite somebody from contempt. And also the other power is that the commission can compel evidence, can swear people, can receive affidavits, can also issue orders. So that's why they call us quasi-judicial. Lots of other bodies in town are quasi-judicial, like the Canadian Forces Grievance Board, the Military Police Complaint Commission, CRTC. Independent but not isolated from government. We've already gone through this. We make independent, fair, and transparent decisions. That's a bit of a pitch. Members appointed by Governor and Council, I went through this. No more than 7. We have 6 right now, a vacant position. We also have temporary members that are appointed for 6 months. Under the new SIA legislation and the new amendment to our legislation, they can be appointed for 3 years now. where I talked about good behavior. All our members are appointed at good behavior.